All right, welcome back to episode 2 of Peanut Butter Pie with me, your host, Chef JC, here on Culinary Composition. All right, I'm going to need to put the camera down once again, and I'm going to pour the filling into the pie shell. Now, what I want to do is I want to get just enough in there so that it covers the whole bottom and still room on top for the whipped cream that's going to go over the top of it. Okay? Alright. I'll show you what it looks like over top as soon as I'm done doing the other one. Okay. A second here. Oh, the smell is unbelievable. It's just vanilla peanut butter, but the peanut butter shines through more than the vanilla does, so it's just an amazing pie, and it's so easy to do. I mean, you could do this in virtually no time. As you can see, this entire video between part 1 and part 2 will probably be like less than 10 minutes, and that's how long it's taken to do this. You know, you have to put it into the refrigerator, which I'll tell you about, to cool it, to chill it. I'll let you know about that in a couple of minutes, but for right now, I want you to see the consistency of what it looks like over top. Okay? As you can see, it's still a little loose, but not loose where it's like runny. It's loose because you want it to be a little bit loose like that. Now, what I do from this point is I take the Cool Whip and I put a generous portion on top, right? And then I take the flat spatula that I have and I keep moving it around to go over the top, like so. And it's like, sort of like painting a picture almost. And don't worry if you get a little peanut butter on top, it's okay. I mean, I just go dip in for more Cool Whip and, try and go around the edges and make sure everything's nice and smooth and even. And like I said, once in a while you'll get some of the peanut butter running into it, but that's okay because I'm going to show you a trick that puts this into the restaurant category. Sorry about looking at the cutting board right now, but I'm trying to do this with one hand as I always do, and this one's a little more difficult to do with one hand. So I'm going to put the camera down and see if that helps. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but okay. Now what I'm doing, if you can see it or not from the side, I am just constantly moving the spatula around to try and flatten it out and even it out. So basically it looks like the top of a pie. I mean, when you go to the restaurants and stuff like that, that's basically how they do it. You get it over the top of the pie and then you spread it out evenly as much as you can. And you basically could wind up using the entire tub of Cool Whip, which I normally do because why not? I love whipped cream, don't you? So, okay. No. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of tough to do this holding a camera, so it's coming out nice though, I'll tell you that. As soon as I'm done, I'll show you. Whoops, got a little sloppy there. That happens. But then I get to lick it with my fingers, so I don't care. Okay. My dog is flipping out, as you can hear. My sidekick, Xander. So now I'll take the remainder of the Cool Whip and just make sure it's completely covered in Cool Whip over the top. And work it around, work it around. That's what you're doing, is you're just basically lightly brushing across the top of it, trying to get it as even as possible. It's not perfection in motion here, it's progress. You know what I mean? You're trying to progressively put together a pie from scratch. So, not a very difficult thing to do. Alright, Jane, you sound a little annoying on camera. I just knocked the camera over. This is a horrible episode. Sorry, folks. Everybody's allowed their faux pas. We'll call this a bloopers episode or something. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, now, I'm going to show you what it looks like. There are the two pies, okay? Now what I do to finish the pies, very simply, is I'll take some Hershey's chocolate or some You-Bet chocolate syrup. Okay, just put it on the tip of a spoon and then run it across like this. You see? This is a restaurant technique where they just basically paint it, and you know, it makes it look very nice and very gourmet, if you will. Okay. I'll do another one. Zoop. Yeah, it was the same thing in the restaurant. You get some on the counter, you get some on the cake. But that's okay. Because I can tell you right now, as far as the taste factor, it is absolutely delicious, this pie. And look how easy and how fast I made this pie. It was like, I just made 2 pies in under 10 minutes. I mean, how could you beat that? So, final step, which I will show you now, is to take the pie, place it into your refrigerator. Get out of there, Xander. Don't even think about it. Okay, into the refrigerator for 2 hours, and then basically it'll be chilled and ready to serve. Well, thanks for joining us on another episode of Culinary Composition with me, your host, Chef JC. We'll see you next time.